All over the world, numerous amounts of crimes happen in seconds. Some willingly partaking, and some unknowingly. But we will never stop spreading the word until the criminals are captured.
Banderas met her Wonder Woman in the National Guard 15 years ago. Yolanda took her in.
And that was our very first encounter. Like, she didn't even second guess it. She tried so hard to make sure everybody was on the right path. Everything, she looked out for all the soldiers and everybody she knew.
In March, Yolanda Gauja was shot and killed while visiting her son's grave on his birthday. Amir had died in January. He would have been 22. Yolanda's children, Sierra and Karan, were on FaceTime with her.
My sister-in-law was running, and we asked her what was going on, and she said that they were shooting and she was hiding.
I kind of just felt like it was like somebody was playing a joke, and like it wasn't funny.
A second victim was also shot and survived. 17-year-old Christian Weston and 20-year-old Demario Moore were arrested in the case.
It wasn't targeted, actually. It was to somebody else, and she was just caught in the fire, I guess. They got the wrong person.
Police haven't released a motive.
For any kid out there that's involved in the stuff that they're involved in, just think, because you ruined your own life. You ruined somebody else's life.
I miss her energy, her laughter. When I'm telling my story, I feel like sometimes I could be making it up, but it's like real life.
She was my go-to for everything.
But a step closer to justice still doesn't bring Yolanda back.
She's getting the justice she deserves, I guess. I don't really know how it makes me feel. It doesn't bring any kind of peace.
To me, she wasn't my friend. She was my sister.
How crazy, how tragic of this. You go visit your son's gravesite. When you go to a gravesite, you go for a reason. You go because you miss that person. You go because you get a chance to feel closer to that person. And you sit and you talk to that person. And it makes you feel better just being in the presence of the site, the grave site. It just makes you feel better. You go for some type of, you can go for any reason. You can go for some type of confirmation. You can go to get peace. You're supposed to go to get peace. That's really what it is. But in this situation, that's not what it was. Caught in a crossfire. We don't know when we leave in the house nowadays if we gonna make it back home. We don't know, because in an instant you could be gone just like that. I don't want to sound scary or whatever the case may be, however some people may take it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But at the end of the day, we live in a real life. We have to be very vigilant. Not saying that she wasn't, but when you go to a gravesite, you're not worried about who out there, and because it's in the opening. People are coming to visit their loved ones. There is no telling who else was out there. It could have been other families out there, You just pull up and you see other families. And you want to go visit your son, and all of a sudden, pop. My condolences to the family. I couldn't imagine. And for her children to be on FaceTime with her, they were actually FaceTiming her when it happened, and they didn't know what was going on. And she said somebody's shooting. She was trying to hide. Can you imagine being on FaceTime with your mother? mother or someone when something actually has happened. I think that's kind of like worse than somebody going on Facebook Live showing them actually killing somebody. Like, that's crazy. You could be on FaceTime with your partner at the store, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Like, you never know. So just continue to keep God first. I read the article, and I'll leave the article link below. Her husband, this woman was a soldier. She wasn't just anybody. This woman was a soldier. She served for this country. So and the two suspects are already in custody. So they were definitely on that. A woman that served. Her ex-husband, who was the father of her 3 children, the deceased one and the 2 that were in the news clip, he is going through it. Like he said, my family is fucked up. My family will never be the same no more. And just because you divorce somebody don't mean that y'all can't still be good friends and still be family, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. But regardless of what type of circumstances that they were on, this is affecting all of them. And like in the article, he said, this is something that we see on movies, but this has actually happened in my real life. So condolences to him. I did not see a GoFundMe. I'm pretty sure they don't need one. She served. So I'm almost sure they don't need one. But just condolences to the family and to the friends and to her army co-workers. Until next time on Crime Stories with Nina, #CSWN. As we continue to pray for the healing of this nation and let God rule and reign, we won't stop fighting, because most of all, we want justice.